Is 8 o'clock on the dot. Rise and shine. It is Sunday morning. It is January the 22nd. I'm West 2 First Warning Meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather. Big story for us the next couple of days is going to be that our rain chances are on their way down. Air temperatures are going to be getting blasted hot. Central Florida pushing into a pretty big heat wave over the next couple of days. But that said, that is not the case for us today on our Sunday. Today, 40% coverage of showers and thunder showers. 90 degrees our 1 o'clock temperature will push to 92 degrees for our 3 o'clock high temperature. A nice breeze out there. We're going to be tracking those storms moving around town. So just be ready for it. Let me dial up the Futurecast machine, kind of get an idea of where we're at in terms of those storm chances and timing, of course. All right. So here's 8:30. We'll roll through time here. And just notice by about 11:30, we're already starting to see some rains in our eastern areas, right? From eastern areas, 12 o'clock, building that East Coast sea breeze. 1, 2 o'clock, getting into the metro, thunderstorms around. And then 3, 4 p.m., getting out west and eventually kind of clearing on out. So our time frame is going to be from about 1 o'clock to about 3, 4 o'clock for today's showers and thunder showers. If you're along the coastline, if you're at the beach, just know that it'll be kind of late morning into the very early afternoon that you'll get into some of those storms if they're going to want to bother you. All right, water temperatures mid to upper 70s depending on exactly which beach you go to. But again, it's that lunchtime time frame that I want you watching out for those darker skies and listen for those rumbles of thunder, okay? I do not want what happened on Friday to happen again today where people get struck and hurt by lightning. It is a very, very, very big worry for me, okay? So we've got the storms around today, but we trend drier and even hotter this week. What's going on? Why is that the case? Well, atmospherically, we've got this big area of high pressure north of us, and that big area of high pressure kind of does its thing, but particularly early week, as that area of high pressure builds, the air sinks, it compresses, and it heats, and that's why we heat up. But it's also why the storms are struggling more and more to develop, because if you think about it, storms need clouds to build, they need clouds to climb. If that doesn't happen, you don't get storms, right? So, with the air inherently sinking atmospherically, you struggle to get that sort of thing. So, that's kind of where we're at this upcoming week. So, when we talk about temperatures, just look at the end of the work week 94, 95. Not necessarily talking about records per se, but it's going to be plenty hot for us in Central Florida, right? Warmest temperature we've seen so far this year is 96. All right, the record on Thursday is 97. We're not expecting to get to 96 or 97, at least as of right now, which is definitely some good news. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at. Okay, does that make sense? Let's talk about our overall rain opportunities for us the next couple of days then. Here's Central Florida's certified most accurate 7-day forecast showing the rain chances coming down again Tuesday, Wednesday as that big area of high pressure builds. That's when you're going to struggle to get that lifting mechanism. And that's when we're going to be getting those warming temperatures, okay? Does that make sense to everybody? Are we good? All right, let's talk about the tropics then. Happy to report. This is a good tropical report. If I could find the button. Oh my gosh. You know what I forgot to do is to grab the coffee. So I'm struggling doing coffee talk without the coffee. All right, Atlantic Basin, nothing to report whatsoever. Yeah, we've got a couple of areas of clouds, nothing here, nothing there. Let's look at the raw GFS model. See where we're at. There's the Pacific, another system expected to develop in the Pacific. You can see it there in the bottom left corner of your screen. I'll bring it full screen. You see it right there at the very bottom left corner of your screen, right? Yeah. Now, right in here, this is the 6C GFS. It's trying to do something around Central America to watch. Doesn't really do much with it, but it was something to watch. Yeah, so the good news is the GFS Not really showing much. I went back an area of low pressure on July 4th in the Bay of Campeche. I know drink your coffee, but nothing else. So through July 4th, July 5th, 6th, 7th, we've got nothing to report. Nothing to report whatsoever. So that is definitely some good news there. I'll take that. Hopefully that can continue. All right. So 7-day forecast showing this week's forecast, lowering rain chances, raising those temperatures. And then by Thursday, Friday, Saturday, those rain chances start to rise. Okay. All right. Listen, I'm running out. I've got some work I've got to do today. So it's going to be a fairly quick coffee talk. I appreciate yesterday was quick. Today's quick. I promise. Tomorrow we can go full. We can spend all the time. But got to do stuff when you got to do stuff, right? So hopefully we've got no questions, comments, concerns about this. Okay, listen, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. I will see you right here tomorrow morning, Monday morning, for we'll do the full Coffee Talk thing. I'm just trying to rush through today. Forgive me. All right. All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you for hanging out. Take care, guys.